Hello, Math 7 students. We are starting our 22nd lesson, and in my table of contents, the 22nd lesson is Proportional Relationship Requirements, and it is found on page 53 of my comp book. So I'm turning to that page. Proportional Relationship Requirements is basically just a video of notes that is a review for you to remind you of all the stuff that we've been working on so far in this module. So our goal today is to review the requirements of a proportional relationship. The question that I want you to be able to tell me by the end of this lesson is, how do you know if a relationship is proportional? Things to remember. This little section under things to remember is actually an activity that you have to do to prove to me that you remember the steps. So the first thing that I want you to remember is a ratio table is proportional if there is a blank. You need to fill in the blank with what the way you tell a ratio table is proportional. You find a unit rate by blank divided by blank. A graph must have a blank, and go through the blank. So there are correct words that go on each of those blanks that you have to fill in. And then the last one is the equation for a proportional relationship is blank. You have to fill in the blank on those. So this is a good review so that you can show me that you remember how to do all of these things. We've been working on them for quite a while now. So the next exercise that I would like you to do is working with a ratio table. So I've given you a ratio table right here, and your job is to remember all the things that we have learned that tells us that a ratio table is proportional. So you're checking this ratio table to see if it's proportional. The question is it proportional? And you have to show work proving to me. So you are going to either get yes, it is proportional, or no, it's not. And you're going to determine that by finding something. Okay, so you're going to figure that one out for me. Again, remember this is a review. So going to the next page of the notes, still working on a review, still doing the proportional relationship requirements. So identifying unit rate. How do you find the unit rate? That's the question I want you to remember. I'll give you a hint. It's something divided by something. So you're going to take each one of these values on your ratio table, and you're going to look to see, or you're going to find the unit rate. You need to show your work. Okay. The next one that you need to do is graph it. So it says create a graph, and don't forget your labels, remembering that the y-axis goes on the up and down axis. The x-axis goes on the horizontal. You're going to graph this, and you're going to tell me if this graph is proportional or not. Okay? And then the last one that I want you to practice as a review is equation time. So the question I want you to think about on this one is, what is the constant from this ratio table? You're going to show your work, and then when you're all finished finding the constant, you need to write the equation that shows the relationship of this relationship, or this ratio table. Okay? So basically, boys and girls, the notes from tonight are all about a review, showing me that you remember all of these different requirements for seeing if a relationship is proportional or not. Okay? Going back to our question of the lesson, how do you know if a relationship is proportional? You should be able to answer that question now. Okay? All right. That's everything, my dear. Nice, short, and sweet, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.